Welcome to Life Words Day by Day, where we are studying 2 Samuel. And at the end of 2 Samuel chapter 1, we have a song that was written by David. So David didn't just sing a song, he wrote a song in response to hearing about King Saul's death, Jonathan's death, and the defeat of the Israelite army. You know, processing our grief is important. And one of the ways David is known for processing and expressing emotion is through writing poetry and song. And the mere fact that he wrote a song means that he was processing and being thoughtful about his grief. Now, take note of what David says about this song in verse 18. He said it should be taught to the people of Judah. In other words, he wrote it to remember and motivate the people of God, to motivate towards holiness and towards godliness, to motivate to uphold the fame of God. In the song it says, "Tell it not in Gath, publish it not in the streets of Ashkelon." And what David is saying is, don't tell the people that Saul is dead. Those are Philistine locations. David doesn't want the news of Saul and Jonathan's death to be known in Philistine areas. He doesn't want the daughters of the Philistines to rejoice, to gloat, to proclaim that their God, Dagon, was more powerful than Israel's God. But they would surely find out. I mean, how would they not find out? So David is communicating to his people that the gloating, the mocking, the exalting of false gods should motivate God's people to uphold God's fame and to make sure that nothing like this happens again. That God's people do not disregard, do not put themselves in a position to be under the discipline of God in this way. So this song is to serve as motivation towards trust and holiness. And church, we are to be thinking these things as well. Will we let earthly realities like death wreck us or rally us? We will see the holes that have been created as a result of living in a sinful world. And when we see those, will we just walk off in despair? Or will we rise to the level of godliness and strength and trust in God to fill those vacancies in brotherly and sisterly love? Will we trust Him when He calls us to these things? Well, I hope you'll pray about that. And as you're praying, please remember Dennis Lopez and his family, our national changemakers in Honduras. And also remember the Sukuma Life Word broadcast that's heard throughout Tanzania.